So today I'll be doing something different. I'll be making a video about a lesser known shoe, the Skechers Max Cushion Terminus, which is really a progenitor to the. So why I think this shoe is important is because it's the shoe that comes before the Max Cushion Vantage and also the slip-ons, the Max Cushion Vantage. Two of the shoes that are actually some of the best sellers for Skechers. You can tell from the name, it's a max cushioning shoe. It's supposed to be a max cushioning daily trainer, and we'll take it to its paces in beautiful Santa Clarita and see how it works. So now the shoe weighs approximately 11 and a half ounces in my size 13. It has a 34 millimeter heel according to the website and a 32 millimeter forefoot. Sorry, 34 in the heel, 30 in the forefoot, 4 millimeter drop. I have to admit, it looks a little more drastic. It looks more like an 8 millimeter drop. Um, and that's pretty much the specs on the shoe. In my experience with running shoes, I have found that Skechers has the best fit and also the best upper material, and it continues with this pair of shoes. The design may be a little archaic, but it still holds well, is very durable and breathable, and it gives you a very good lockdown. It's also very comfortable. Now, one thing you will notice is that it does not have the extra hole in order to make a runner's loop. But that notwithstanding, you can still get an excellent lockdown because of the cushioning in the heel and the padding around your ankles. So the upper material is engineered mesh with synthetic materials overlaid over one another. It has plenty of cushioning in the heel area, and also the heel counter. I believe it's plastic. I did not open the shoe up or anything to see what it's made of, but it's a solid heel counter, pretty much about on par with all the other stuff on the market currently. It's breathable, very breathable, in fact. And I think it should be good for fall, spring runs. Summer runs, I don't know. It depends on where you are in the world, to be totally honest. Like I keep saying, folks, I really believe that Skechers has some of the best upper material. Even though with design, they may fall short in the design aspect, but they do have some of the best upper material in the business. The midsole foam is as I mentioned, the Ultra Go cushion, and it's a very bouncy mid foam. I will say this though, if you're a slower runner, you may want to get something a little firmer. This way, it gives you more rebound. If you're a faster runner, if you don't settle into your step and don't take too long cycling, this shoe could work for you simply because you won't be on the ground too long. So if you're a slower runner, this might not be the shoe for you. You could use it for a walking shoe, but I would not use it for a running shoe simply because I think the Ultra Go foam is a little too soft. So you may not get the rebound that you want. For the insole, they have the Skechers Air-Cooled Goga Mat. It's very breathable and it provides rebounding and cushioning at the same time. It's glued to the shoe, so it was one of those things I could not take out of the shoe. The outsole rubber, it's only put in the toe area and also some parts of the heel. As a person who overpronates, I find the rubber insufficient to address all of the issues that I have as an overpronator. Also, the exposed foam in the outsole is wearing out a lot quicker than I thought, which will bring up questions of durability. As you can see, I've put about 40 miles on the shoe and it's already balding. But even with the balding of the patterns, there are some deep grooves that may prolong the life of the outsole. We'll just have to find out in time. So, in my humble opinion, as a max cushion shoe, it over delivers for, especially for the price point. If you're only spending $70, unless you wait for maybe the Invincible or something to go on sale, lately, I've seen the Invincible go down to about $120. If you feel the extra $50 is worth it, then maybe you want to go for the other. But truth be told, this shoe works just fine. As a claim I have made recently, where I say Skechers makes some of the best upper material. As you can see here, I have the Forza 4, the Max Road 4 and 5. And truth be told, I will stand by what I said. Skechers make some of the best upper materials in the business. Um, that's upper material. Now, the reason why I say upper material is because the Hyperburst foam that was used in the Forza and also in the Max Road, excellent, excellent foams. In fact, this Forza right here was such a marvelous shoe. Excellent shoe, very responsive. It was a stability shoe, and I keep saying when it comes to stability shoes, a lot of shoe companies can make a mistake of overcorrecting, and that's the problem. That's what happened with this Forza, one of my favorite shoes, honestly. Even though it did not work out, I still think about it. But then if you think about it, if you take out the stability elements and made it into a neutral shoe, you would come up with the Razor. I personally like the Razor line too. So, as I said, I run in Skechers. I just think that their problem is they're not able to dispel the notion that they are a granddad or a walking shoe. They are a wonderful shoe company. A lot of research goes into whatever they do. And so anyway, that's my shout out to Skechers, honestly. And so finally, I would give this shoe a grade of a C plus, as close to a B minus as possible. If it was an actual grade, I probably would just give it a B minus, simply because the foam is very responsive. It's plenty of foam underfoot. It's comfortable. It will preserve your legs for a longer race. The only holdback for me is the exposed foam in the midsole. As I demonstrated, it is wearing out pretty quickly, which will go into the question of durability. Um, Otherwise, I say that this shoe, like as I mentioned, I'll put this shoe as close to a B minus as possible. Other shoes I enjoyed that are in the same category are the Nike Motiva. I love that shoe. I cannot tell you how much. It's a little firmer, more responsive, so it caters to my need whenever I'm going slower. And I just need that extra step to move to propel myself forward, which the Terminus does not give me. Another shoe I would say is the Gel Pulse. It gives me a little bit more ground feel, but it's not a max cushioning shoe. But I would put it in the same category where, if you choose to just go on a walk, you can enjoy it just the same. Thank you very much for watching and take care.